gotta accept. You ain't the positive, eliminate the negative. Latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You've got to spread joy up to the maximum. Bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith or pandemonium. Liable to walk upon the scene to illustrate my laughing life. Jonah and the whale, Noah and the ark. What did they do just when everything looked so dark? Man, they said we better accept. You ain't the positive, eliminate the negative. Latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between.
Lord, I know it's not very charitable, but I really wish those two were not coming over today. I don't remember the last time they came over. It was about 3 years ago. Yep, I remember it. Well, Joy and I, we argued for weeks after that. Yet those two, they just have a way of spreading discontentment wherever they go. Well, time's a wasting. And Bessie, well, she waits for no man. Thank God, Pastor just taught on godly friends.
There. Officer Wisdom's handcuffs are all fixed. All right.
Hey, what do you think of that service today?
Well, the sermon was okay, but, you know, me and you, we got a handle on this friendship stuff.
That's right. There isn't anything in this world that you wouldn't do for me, right, buddy?
That's right.
Right. You two are real soulmates.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you two are such good bosom buddies, you wouldn't have any problem sticking together for, say, an hour?
Easiest thing in the world. Boy, you know that up. He sure doesn't know much about friends.
That's right. You know those grease monkeys.
Yeah, they're a real odd type, you know.
That's for sure. I really like that. What? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I just figured that bosom buddies, your best friends, you'd enjoy being cuffed together for the whole day. Of course, if you're not, you could always stop by the garage and I'll let you out.
Well, don't hold your breath, buddy.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
We can do this.
Yeah, well, what do we got to do now?
We just carry on our regular daily work.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
Just a minute. Whose daily work?
mine. Let's go.
No, mine.
No, mine. I gotta go to the shop. I've got a busy schedule.
What? Going this way. Come on. Go.
All right, come on. Come on, I got a lot of work to do.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not ridiculous. My customers expect my store to be neat and tidy when they come in.
So when did you learn how to sweep?
Hey, I know more than you. Besides, your shop is always messy.
Messy!
Mr. Up is coming.
Freddy, come on. You know the drill. Empty the pockets.
You
You've been to the hardware store, have you?
Oh, Freddie. That's it.
Freddie, I told you to stay away from those guys from the big city. I told you they'd do nothing but get you into trouble.
Those guys would have made me a lot of money. Till you showed up.
There's no amount of money in this world that's worth the trouble you're in right now. As a matter of fact, there's nothing that the world has to offer that's worth this much trouble.
Who says so?
Oh, Freddie, you know, I'm glad you asked me that.
Oh no, not Proverbs again.
That's right, Freddie. Proverbs again. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 1. It says, "Be not envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them." Does that sound familiar to you, Fred? Oh, boys and girls, I would hope that you're hanging out with good people. You can take a lesson from Freddie here. If you hang with fools, you'll become a fool.
Where's Dr. Less-to-do?
You must have got held up.
Ah, couldn't have been by a patient. He doesn't have any.
I don't know why he stays in that little hick town anyway.
Better yet are the reasons why he doesn't have any patients.
Yeah, because I live in Faithville, the town that lives after its name.
Healing, right?
Yeah, right. Here he comes now.
Hi, gentlemen. Sorry I'm late. Had a few errands to run before I could get here. Had to let one of the men in Faithville know where I was. Can't leave my town not knowing how to find their doctor.
Wait, afraid they might notice you were gone?
That's funny, guys. Real funny.
Oh, okay, gentlemen. Let's get this game on the go. Some of us has got thriving practices to get back to.
Anyways, I've been counting the days. It's great to be back on the course.
You know, Doc, we're forming a league again this year, and we'll sign you up.
Really? That's great. I can hardly wait. When?
Sunday mornings, 11 a.m.
Oh.
Come on, Doc, don't tell us you take patients on Sunday.
Well, no, it's just that I have church on Sunday.
Church? Oh, I get it. He's praying that he gets some patients.
No, it's just that, I'm sorry, guys. I just can't miss church.
You're lost, Doc.
You know, Doc, golfing isn't just for relaxation. You can make some very valuable connections out here, and you can certainly use some connection.
Well, I got an idea. Why don't you come out to Faithville one Sunday and join me in church, and we'll go golfing after.
Let's get this game on the go. Or do you want to pray first?
Hey, someone left 3 boxes of balls out here on the fairway. Hey, Doc, is this one of those blessings you're always talking about?
Well, whoever left them will be coming back for them once they notice they're missing. Look like very expensive balls. We'll leave them up at the front office when we leave.
We'll leave them all right, but right in our bags, that's where they'll go.
Yeah, let's split them up.
No, that's stealing.
Stealing? What are you gonna do, call the cops?
Well, of course not. But I think we should consider how we'd feel. Wouldn't you like it if someone was honest enough to return your very expensive balls?
The way I look at it, Doc, if I'm dumb enough to leave them out there, I deserve to lose them. What century are you living in anyway?
Come on, Doc. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Get out of that little know-nothing town of yours and come back to reality.
Yeah, Doc, I have a friend who's looking for a partner in his practice. I should give him your name. You know, get you out of all that brainwashing where you live. You could be somebody.
Yeah, that's right. And take him up on it, Doc. You could become something of yourself.
Yeah, be somebody.
Gentlemen, I already am somebody. I don't need to meet your friend. I have a perfectly good practice right where I am. I'm not brainwashed, and as far as the right connections, I think the most important connection a person ever needs to make, and that connection is Jesus Christ. Now, if you'll excuse, I have a friend back in Faithville I need to thank.
Come on, Doc. We're just kidding.
Come on, Doc, it's okay if you believe in all that Jesus stuff. I mean, some people still believe in the tooth fairy.
The only reason I came back was to say I feel sorry for you two. You turned down the opportunity of a lifetime when you turned down Jesus.
What do you suppose he meant by that?
Adam.
Hey, there's Dr. Roberts over there. He's head of surgery at General Hospital. Do you realize the connections he must...
Good day, gentlemen. I don't suppose either of you
See no golf balls.
must be naive of me to think there might still be some honest people around.
Doc, we're physicians at General Hospital, and we have a regular game on Sundays. We'd be honored if you could be there.
Sorry, gentlemen. I reserved Sunday for church.
John, I'm so excited. We haven't seen Ethel and Arthur for such a long time.
Oh, not nearly long enough.
What was that, dear?
I said it's been long enough.
John, can you look around the house? Is everything okay? What about the table? We are using our fine china. Do you think the flower arrangement Miss Rosa's gonna be bringing will be too country-ish?
Honey, we are country folk, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're decent, we're intelligent, we're hardworking people, we love the Lord, and we really love this town that we live in.
I'm sorry, John. You're right. I love our home, and I love the people of Faithville as well. It's just when Ethel and Arthur come over, I start thinking as though I'm missing something.
Well, they aren't Christians, and they don't have the same morals that we have. They're still out doing the things in this world, and those are the things that we left behind when we became born again.
Oh, you're right, John. I don't know what's come over me.
Well, maybe this can shed some light on it. I ran into Miss Rosa today, and she reminded me of the sermon that the pastor was preaching on godly friends. And one of the scriptures she brought up was this: evil companions corrupt good morals.
I gotta be prepared this time, John. I won't let their thinking get the best of me.
I hope so.
Oh, come on, John. Be happy. They're old friends, and they're good friends, too. It'll be different this time. Maybe this time they'll fall in love with Jesus. Oh, come on, John, smile. You'll see. Maybe this time we'll witness to them about the goodness of God.
Okay, I'm smiling, see. You know, I'm really happy that Miss Rose is coming. She is just like family. She's like a grandmother to the children, and she's always helping us. And she babysits the children whenever we want to go away, just like that weekend that we went away.
Yes, God really has been so good to us, hasn't he, John?
He sure has.
Oh, come on in. I was just finishing up the meringue for one of Mr. Leaf's favorite pies, lemon meringue. You know, these eggs remind me of Pastor's sermon on not being unequally yoked. See how white and pure these beaten egg whites are? They remind me of Christians who separate themselves from the world. There are several ways that we can separate ourselves from the world. One is by reading our Bible and obeying God. Second, we must pray. And thirdly, and very important, is being careful who we choose as our friends. You see, godly friends will always want us to do good, and they'll encourage us to keep serving God. And they'll love us with God's love and not judge us when we mess up. Now, these yolks are like the world and ungodly friends. They're not clear or white. You know, if I take this egg and I break it in this bowl and beat it, how long do you think it will take before it'll become meringue? Well, if you guessed never, you're right. You see, you can't get meringue from mixing the white of the egg and the yolk. For us to have meringue, we must separate the white from the yolk. In order for us to stay pure and white, we have to stay separate from the world, and we also must be very careful about the people who call themselves Christians, and yet they continue to do the things that they know are wrong. Don't be fooled into believing a lie. The Bible says that bad company corrupts good character. Jesus wants you to have friends and to be a friend to other people. We just need to use wisdom when we choose our friends. Well, you know, this looks ready to go on the pie. I think it'll be ready by lunch.
I've been waiting for this all day.
Well, Pastor, listen, you just sit back and relax.
Oh, that sounds good to me. Hey, Mr. Dell, what are you doing here?
Well, it's like you were talking about in church, you know. A good friend sticks closer than a brother. You know?
And we're stuck together. So, would you like a shave today?
Oh, no thanks. No shave, just a haircut.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Mr. Dell. I forgot to congratulate you on your shop anniversary.
Hey, Pastor, you just relax. Hey, let me put these cotton batting on your eyes to relax you. Here you go.
Oh, thanks. Oh, hey, you know what? I almost forgot to tell you guys about that special meeting.
Relax. We already heard about it, didn't we, Del?
Yes, you told us already, Pastor. We know.
Okay.
Now, are you ready for that haircut now?
Oh, I better sit up then.
No. Just relax. It's a new way of doing hair now. The customer relaxes and is quiet.
Okay. Well, this is a different way of doing hair.
Yep.
You guys are up to something. I just know it.
What would make you ever say that, Pastor?
I don't know. Something just doesn't feel right.
Oh!
What on earth are you two doing?
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing. Well then, gentlemen, if you don't mind, I'll finish my haircut another day. Thank you.
I told you to the left.
I went to the left.
Now wait till the pastor sees what you did to his hair.
What I did, you're the barber.
Come on, let's go find Mr. Up.
John, I'm just gonna take these and put them in the other room.
Okay. I'll get that. Miss Rosa, come in.
Farmer.
there.
God bless you. Oh, Joy, you look so beautiful.
Oh, I thank you. So do you.
Miss Rosa, we're really happy that you could make it here tonight.
Oh, you're such an important part of our family, and I know you're just gonna love Arthur and Ethel, Miss Rosa.
Well, I don't know. You really got.
John, now be kind.
Okay.
Oh, they're here.
That must be
That's
them.
gotta be them. I'm so excited. Does everything look all right?
Ethel,
just
Arthur,
fine.
welcome. Come on in. You know where we're.
Joy! Hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's just been too
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
Well, you look so good, and it's.
But
You've been working too hard. You're starting to look a little peaked. You know, you should stay out of the sun. It's not any good for that white skin of yours.
Ethel. Please, John, take their coats and hats.
Thank you, dear.
Oh, excuse me.
You okay, Jack?
Yeah. It's a big ring you got there. Kind of.
Oh, that was a present from my Arthur.
Oh, Ethel, your coat, it's simply gorgeous.
That old thing? Oh, Joy, that has to be at least a couple years old. I wouldn't think of wearing anything but this coat here. Joy, don't get all emotional. I didn't mean anything by it. Well, it's just that fashions don't quite get to your quaint little town as often as the big city.
Oh, of course. I understand. Please, won't you have a seat?
So tell me, John, how's farming going these days? People still plucking the chickens and milking the cows and doing those things that you so love to do?
Well, we are, and farming is going very well. As a matter of fact, Joy and I were looking to expand in the new year.
Well, you know, actually, Joy, you still have kept that girlish figure. You know, that dress looks as good on you this time as it did the last time we were here about 3 years ago.
Joy, honey, dinner smells just wonderful. Why, my taste buds have been watering all day. You're such a good cook.
John, dinner will be another half hour. Why don't you go for a walk with Arthur? Show him around the farm.
Well, you know, he's probably worked all day.
Very
I
tired.
appreciate that.
You know, yeah, I've been out in the farm all day, and
It'll be nice to get some fresh air.
Arthur, why don't we walk around the farm? Then I can show you where we're planning to expand, and we'll just go out and I'll show you the whole farm.
Joy, come on, sit down with me. I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yes, of course.
But you know what? I just can't believe that you've lasted here as long as you have. I'm sure I remember hearing that your father offered John a fabulous position in his firm just a couple of days after you guys got married. I mean, when is he going to get sick of this farm stuff and bring you back to us where you belong?
Now, dear, my husband was a farmer, and soil just does not get out of your blood. Besides, this is a perfect life to raise up a family. I remember the Bible used to come so alive to us children because we grew up so close to the earth.
Ethel, you haven't told me a thing that's new with you. What's going on in your life?
Oh, my Arthur is building me a brand new house. Oh, of course, it's only in the planning stage on paper. Oh, but by the looks, it's going to be absolutely fabulous. Roger, we still call him Little Roger. He was just accepted to the most prestigious private school in town. Oh, we were so excited because, you know, they only accept the very best. And that means that he's going to be rubbing elbows with some of the most influential people around. And come to think of it, the old saying, that old saying that it's not what you know, but who you know. And my Roger's going to know the best. Oh, look at the time. Oh, I think it's about time for dinner. Dinner must be ready pretty soon. Maybe I should go get the men.
But I wouldn't have you going there by yourself. Miss Rosa will go with you. Won't you, Miss Rosa?
Oh, no, that's okay, Miss Rosa. I can go myself.
I wouldn't hear of it. Why, a city girl like you would get lost out there. I'll take you.
Oh, well. All right.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
It's right this way.
I'll follow you.
Hi, honey. How's it going? Is dinner ready yet?
Oh, sure. That's all you care about. Is your dinner ready?
Is everything okay?
Oh, everything's fine. Just wonderful. What could possibly be wrong?
You know, I think I'm going to just call Gordy and Becky at the church and just see how they're doing.
I'm surprised you care at all. I mean, you certainly haven't given any thought to their well-being so far.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you certainly haven't given any thought to their future.
Joy, what is going on here?
Living in a little town like this, what kind of future are they going to have? They're never going to be able to make the right connections.
Right connections? What are...
Yes,
Joy.
right connections. And if you really loved me, you would want me to have a new home.
Oh, so tell me, Arthur just happens to be building Ethel a brand new home right now because he loves her so much? Is that what this is all about?
Arthur and Ethel have nothing to do with this. You're just trying to change the subject.
No, I'm not. Up until now, this house has been perfectly acceptable.
Well, look at me. I haven't been able to do any decent shopping in years. Faithville's so behind the times. At least now I know why they call it the miracle grocery store. It would be a miracle to find anything wearable in there.
Honey, where would you wear all those fancy clothes out here on the farm? Tell me that.
Oh, and that's my fault? My father offered you a job in the city, but no. You don't want that. You want the simple life, the clean life.
Well, Joy, I'm very sorry that you're so unhappy with our life. I've always tried to give you and the children all that you wanted. I really thought that we had a good life out here. The children, They're surrounded by loving and godly people, and we attend a church that teaches us all that we need to become disciples of Jesus. I didn't realize that you were so dissatisfied. I don't know what else to say. Honey, I guess you're just going to have to trust me. I really believe that we're exactly where God's called us to be.
In Psalms, the first chapter, it talks about friendships too. It says, "The Lord watches over the ways of the righteous, but the ways of the wicked will perish." You don't want to be around the wicked when they perish. You want to be safe in the arms of Jesus.
Oh, John tried to warn me, but I wouldn't listen to him. I was just too stubborn. Don't make the same mistake I just made. You know, we think that we know better than God, and we try to make up our own choices when God is telling us not to do what we're choosing to do. Oh, and now I've really hurt someone I love.
Joy, honey, I know that if you go to John right now and tell him your story, he'll forgive you.
You're right, Miss Rosa. I'm going to do that, and I also need to apologize to God for my stubbornness and my disobedience.
I know without a doubt that God's going to forgive Joy too. And if you found yourself in a relationship that you know is not pleasing to the Lord, all you have to do is go to the Lord and ask Him to forgive you, and then turn away from that relationship. You see, God's a faithful God, and He loves you more than you can ever imagine. Why, He's right there with you now, ready to help you with whatever it is that you need. Well, I think I'm going to start setting dinner on the table for Joy. And I also need to pray for that couple. Remember, it pays to serve God and do right.